So before we get started, I'm gonna have some speed paints in the background. So here's the reference, and let's get started with the story. Alright, so the friend in question here, let's call him Big Shay, okay? He's the guy from Wakanda, apparently. This story starts in math class, alright? So, you know, we're all sitting in math. We have like a row of tables at the back, and it's all just me and my friends. And we're all waiting for the teacher comes in, and then it turns out we have a relief teacher. And what makes it even better is that the relief teacher is a clueless old white guy. Now I'm sure you all know there's a lot of types of relief teachers you can get. You know, some are great, some are worse than your teachers, but a clueless old white guy, that shit is S tier. As soon as that guy walks in, you know he's gonna tell the craziest stories, he's gonna say like the most politically incorrect things. And yeah, the class is gonna be S tier. So you know how teachers always like walk around to see what you're doing? Yeah, like they kind of walk laps around the classroom, and then they sit down, and then they like take the phone out, and it kind of looks like they're playing Candy Crush or something. So you know, start doing that obviously, and he comes to our table, and like we are the least locked in people in like the entire class. Okay, like we're doing alright, but we are so unlocked. It was alright because the next test was like a solid month away, while we were all playing Minecraft at the back, like in class, like this whole class SMP. And he walks by, and like, you know, we switch tabs in like the most obvious way, and he doesn't pick up on it. And you know, for some reason he goes to like the one black guy in the you know, that row, and then he asks him, "Hey man, where are you from?" Now my friend Big Shay is always like gonna pull some crazy tomfoolery, right? And so he like fully locks in, and I don't know how he keeps a straight face through all of this, because we're like holding it together. Like, so he starts, you know, talking about where he was born, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my dad's from Nigeria, my mom's from Congo, and I was born in the city of Wakanda." And then this relief teacher, he's like really into it. He's like getting into it. He's like, "Yeah man, I heard there's like a huge war going on there." Now guys, on a serious note, I'm not laughing about the wars happening in Nigeria. You know, any conflict, any war, that's all really bad. But I am laughing at the fact that he thought that Wakanda was a real place. Anyways, then my friend Big Shay talks about some random shit about how in Wakanda he was trained to be like this warrior, and how his dad's a doctor, and his mom was this housegirl on like crazy degree, and they're like some noble class and from Wakanda. I don't even know, man. I think by the end of the lesson that the relief teacher thought he was like a royal Nigerian prince or something. You know, and then the relief teacher, he starts telling him about, I was like, "Wow, you have such a, what's it called, like a big shoe to fill, you know, you have so much greatness and potential and stuff you need to live up to." And then he says his condolences for the wars happening in Nigeria, and this guy does this, and then he follows it with like, "Wakanda forever." And again, the relief teacher completely buys into it, and he's like, "Wow, you are such a young patriotic man." And we're like losing. We're like actually just like, as soon as he did the pose, we were actually just like laughing our heads off. And then, you know, the relief teacher walks off, and he's like, "Wow, such a good story, yeah." And for some reason, he feels the urge, the need to address the whole class and talk about how cool of a person Big Shay is, and how he's the Prince of Nigeria, Wakanda, or whatever. And I wish I could have that guy for relief again. Yeah, man. I'm really gonna run out of video ideas, and that's about it for this video though. If you've been following with the drawing, I actually really liked how this one turned out. But yeah, I'll show the results at the end screen, and until then, I'll see you next time.